and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now, before we get into today's recap, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so we can hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year. And then you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football as and when it happens. So a fantastic weekend of football has come to a close, and it was goals galore in the WSL on Saturday and much closer games in two of them on Sunday, and then some good results in the European leagues as well. So let's crack on with it. So Chelsea managed to beat Leicester City by 8-0. Now Emma Hayes' side were absolutely fantastic in this one, and a special mention goes to Guro, Reiten, who managed to get 4 assists and 1 goal in that game. She obviously opened the scoring and then went on to provide 4 first half assists, which was absolutely fantastic and was definitely the standout player of the weekend here in England. An easy result for Chelsea. Obviously, many people, if you follow English football on a regular basis, know that Leicester City are still without a point this season, and there's a massive gulfing difference between the two sides, so it was always going to be an easy win for Emma Hayes' side. And yeah, once you saw Guro Reiten put on that masterclass, you knew Chelsea were going to win by big. Jessie Fleming and Fran Kirby both got a brace as well, so that's good to see for both of them. And then Neve Charles and Sam Kerr and Beth England also getting in amongst the score sheet there for Emma Hayes' side. And Guro Reiten is now joined with Vivianne Miedema with the most assists in one game, with both of them having 4 assists. Vivianne Miedema's coming back a few years ago now against Bristol City. The other 2 games on Saturday saw Manchester United put 5 past Aston Villa in a 5-0 victory for Mark Skinner's side. A fantastic result for them, and they always look the more dangerous out of the 2 sides in this one. Katie Zillum opening the scoring, and then goals from Leah Goulton and Alessia Russo. One just before the half-hour mark, and then one 10 minutes into the second half was comfortable for Mark Skinner's side. And then a fantastic goal from Onabaje, and then a goal in stoppage time from Rachel Williams, who scored her first goal for the club, secured all 3 points for Manchester United in front of 30,000 fans, which is absolutely fantastic. It's a new record for Manchester United in a home fixture, and that is absolutely fantastic to see. On Aston Villa, they weren't really given Mary Earps that much of a challenge in time. There was a couple of shots, one from Alicia Lehman and I think the other from Freya Gregory, but she did well to hold on to them. And I think Man United's main point was they managed to nullify the threat of Rachel Daly and keep her quiet throughout the game, and that's how they were able to win so comfortably. The other game saw Arsenal beat Everton by 1-0 with Vivianne Miedema scoring the sole goal of that game. Lovely bit of footwork after a nice pass from Caitlin Ford into the Dutch forward, and then she did the rest. Everton were unlucky not to get back into that game. I think they definitely had good chances to get back into it, with Katja Snoeisch having one of the best chances, I think, for the Brian Sorensen's side, but it's not too harsh, and I think a 1-0 result is possibly right. Maybe it could have even been a draw in that one. Good news for both sides. Arsenal were able to welcome back Leah Williamson onto the pitch after her injury period, and it was also her 200th appearance for Arsenal, whilst Everton were able to welcome back Nicoline Sorensen, who missed the last 14 months through injury, so good news there. On to Sunday's games now. Reading managed to beat Tottenham by 1-0, and Naomi Turner own goal was enough for Kelly Chambers' side, who were dealing with flu and illness. There was a lot of players missing from Reading, and some of the players themselves who were playing, obviously, who was saying on commentary that they weren't fully fit, and some of them may have just about gotten over it, so that's why they were struggling yesterday, but good win for them. Manchester City beat Brighton and Hove Albion with 3-1. 3 first half goals from Gareth Taylor's side made it easy for them in the second half. They took the foot off the gas there. Brighton managed to get a consolation goal in stoppage time through League Women, and then the final game saw Liverpool beat West Ham 2-0. Kerry Holland and Katie Stengel with the goals there. Again, easy win for Liverpool against West Ham. So over into Spain now, and it was a close enough win for Barcelona, just about beating Real Sociedad 2-1 with Luis Lebron scoring the winner in the 89th minute. An incredible game from Real Sociedad, nearly took Barcelona the whole way, and it was such a hard result for Barcelona to get there, but Luis Lebron scoring her second goal within a week for Barcelona is absolutely perfect for them. Real Madrid beat Levante by 4-1 with Esther Gonzalez scoring a brace there. Atletico Madrid beat Valencia by 1-0, and another good bit of injury news coming back there was Eva Navarro, who had missed the last 350 days through an ACL injury that she suffered when she was at her old club Levante, but was able to make her debut for Atleti yesterday. And then speaking of Levante, they managed to beat Real Betis by 7-0. Absolutely fantastic result there, with Redondo scoring a hat-trick and getting 2 assists. Absolutely incredible performance there. Over in Germany, and it was a big win for VfL Wolfsburg this past week against Eintracht Frankfurt, winning 5-0 with Jill Roord scoring a hat-trick. On Friday, Bayern Munich put 4 past Hoffenheim, and Bayer Leverkusen beat Sabina Potsdam by 3-0 with Jill Bynes getting a hat-trick of assists. So absolutely fantastic performance by the Dutch players there in Germany. Over in Italy, Pomigliano beat Sampdoria by 1-0. Juventus beat Inter Milan 2-0. Parma and Sassuolo drew 2-2. AC Milan lost 2-0 to AS Roma, and Fiorentina managed to beat Como by 3-2. So it was close to a late comeback by Como, but they were unable to do so. Over in the Netherlands now, and Feyenoord continues to score for FC Twente as they won 1-0 against Feyenoord. Fortuna Sittard and Telstar played out a 2-2 draw. Ajax's game against PSV was suspended and will be rescheduled at a later date. Den Haag put 3 past VV Alkmaar, and on Sunday PSV beat Excelsior by 3-1. And finally, over in France, in the derby between both Parisian sides, Paris FC taking on PSG. It was PSG that won 1-0 thanks to a second half goal from Sandy Baltimore, and then other scores. Lyon beat Dijon by 8-0 with Sinja Brun scoring a hat-trick in that game, and they were also able to welcome back Demaris Egarula, who'd missed a significant bit of time due to injury. Bordeaux beat Rodez by 3-1, and Stade Rennes beat Le Havre 3-1 as well, whilst Guingamp beat Soyo Charente by the same scoreline. So a fantastic weekend of football has come to an end. We have the Champions League back on Wednesday and Thursday as game week 4 gets underway, so that's some good set of games to look forward to. And this weekend coming, we'll see the final set of fixtures in the WSL before the winter break, and including a Manchester derby from Etihad, which we'll have more on the rundown later on this week. Now, like I said at the start, make sure you like and subscribe, and you are following us on Twitter and Instagram so you never miss out on a story, and we'll get to you as and when it happens. And until next time, we'll see you soon.